have you been in the tourism sector?
Now it is 1 year, 8 months to be specific.
Oh, 1 year, 8 months.
Yep, guys.
And before that, where were you?
I was in the business industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What kind of business were you running?
I was running an audit firm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Since you took business industry and tourism, what's the correlation?
Yeah, because I'm not holding the tourism docket only. I'm also holding trade and also culture. So there's that interrelationship between business and also tourism.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, since since you took on the role as the CECM
Yes.
for trade, culture, and tourism in Mombasa County, what changes or what improvements have you made in the sector?
Thank you. You remember if we talk about Mombasa,
Yes.
the yesteryears, toward 1980, 1990s, you're talking about everybody wants to come to Mombasa because of tourism artistics.
Yes.
And this is thing that have been missing for the past 10 years back. And then, so the major handle that strategy that we are trying to put is now not to now map Mombasa as a destination. We want now to have that experience. What experience will you have other than going to the beaches, other than going to the hotels? Those are things that we're thinking around. And the first thing I did is maybe introducing what we call Mombasa Tourism Council. This is a council that composes of all the stakeholders, name it KTB, Kenya Hotels, Kenya Association of Tours Operators, Kenya Association of Travel Agencies. So the thing is now we wanted the stakeholders to manage the stage.
Yes.
Yeah, because as a department, as a county, the only thing we're supposed to do is to create that conducive environment for this tourism growth to grow. And that's why the first step is to have that council in place. So that is a council that will guide Mombasa, will able to market Mombasa. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in your perspective, as a tourist, let's say somebody is looking at coming into Mombasa, what would you, how would you sell it? Like, what's the main tourist attraction point in the coastal in Mombasa?
I said there are a lot of things that we never took advantage of.
Yeah.
Like I said before, is someone wants to come to Mombasa, talks about the beaches only,
Yes.
talks about the hotels, and talk about the Four Jesus. Those are few experiences that we have there. And then now we wanted to introduce new experiences, the culture tourism. What is it that people want to do here? Come and enjoy the Swahili cuisine. Come here and enjoy the culture. Because Mombasa has its own culture, just like Zanzibar. Those are things new. What is it that we're going to enjoy when we say sport tourism? Yeah, what is it that people will come and have the volleyball beach, football beach, which you cannot find it in other areas. Those are new experiences, sport tourism, culture tourism. You've seen the cruise tourism now, it's coming up. Yes.
Okay, so you've spoken about sports tourism and cultural tourism.
Yes.
Before then, these are things that are coming up.
These are things that the new things that are coming up.
There are new things that are coming up.
And then the water sports. How are you using this our ocean to attract tourists?
Okay.
The potential is there, but how are you using it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what other areas do you think we can tap into, the county government can tap into to promote tourism?
In fact, let's start with those what we spoke about: sport tourism, culture tourism, port tourism. Those are few that we can create experiences as a destination. Those are few things that we can create experience out of it. Once we have the experiences now, and that is why, like the other day, we've seen the rugby 7.
Yes,
we had around 7,000 local tourists coming here in an event that took only 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah. The conference tourism also is something that we're promoting. Yes.
Okay. Now I want to talk about your plans. I think we've already spoken about that. Tourism and tourist safety. We have a few cases where you walk in the streets of Mombasa and we've seen a few videos of insecurity. How do we ensure that tourists are safe or feel safe in the coastal region, in Mombasa County, that is?
The thing is, what I've been telling people is that is the most important thing is safety starts with us. And we have this Mombasa Tourism Council, which one of the members is a tourist police unit. So when we have these stakeholders together and we have a tourist police unit as one of our components, one of our major member in that.
Yes.
This is where now issues of security is being raised. This is where we can talk to stakeholders. We can sit down and have those meetings because it's no longer a county problem. It's something that we have to share with the national government, and that is why we purposely put tourist police unit as a member of Mombasa Council, Tourist Council.
Okay.
Now, talking about hizi vitu zote ambazo ziko, I'm just looking at the young people, because bado tukiongelea na safety, there is an element of the young people, because most of them ni young people. So how are you incorporating the young people in the tourism industry? The packaging part ambayo itawafanya wao wakuwe involved direct, because tumekuwa pia tukiongelea unemployment issues ambazo probably kuna some opportunities ambazo as county government mnaweza kuwa involved moja kwa moja.
Yeah, and that's why I said in the composition of coming up with the Mombasa Tourism Council, we made sure that we're able to market Mombasa. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in your perspective, as a tourist, let's say somebody is looking at coming into Mombasa, how would you sell it? Like, what's the main tourist attraction point in the coast in Mombasa?
I said there are a lot of things that we never took advantage of.
Yeah.
Like I said before, is someone wants to come to Mombasa, talks about the beaches only,
Yes.
talks about the hotels, and talk about the Four Jesus. Those are few experiences that we have there. And then now we wanted to introduce new experiences. The culture tourism. What is it that people want to do here? Come and enjoy the Swahili cuisine. Come here and enjoy the culture. Because Mombasa has its own culture, just like Zanzibar. Those are things new. What is it that we're going to enjoy when we say sport tourism? Yeah. What is it that people will come and have the volleyball beach, football beach, which you cannot find it in other areas. Those are new experiences, sport tourism, culture tourism. You've seen the cruise tourism now, it's coming up. Yes.
Now, since you took on the role as the CECM
Yes.
for trade, culture, and tourism in Mombasa County, what changes or what improvements have you made in the sector?
Thank you. You remember, if you talk about Mombasa,
Yes.
the yesteryears, towards 1980, 1990s, you're talking about everybody wants to come to Mombasa because of tourism artistics.
Yes.
And this is things that have been missing for the past 10 years back. And then, so the major handle that strategy that we are trying to put is now not to now map Mombasa as a destination. We want now to have that experience. What experience will you have other than going to the beaches, other than going to the hotels? Those are things that we're thinking around. And the first thing I did is maybe introducing what we call Mombasa Tourism Council. This is a council that composes of all the stakeholders, name it KTB, Kenya Hotels, Kenya Association of Tours Operators, Kenya Association of Travel Agencies. So the thing is now we wanted the stakeholders to manage their stage.
Yes.
Yeah, because as a department, as a county, the only thing we're supposed to do is to create that conducive environment for this tourism to grow. And that's why the first step is to have that council in place. So that is a council that will...
There's local tourism and then the international tourists as well. And I feel like most Kenyans do travel, right?
Yeah.
They visit different places.
Yeah.
What are we doing to improve local tourism or to promote that?
Yeah, the strategy we're using to promote local tourism, and you see, we've been talking about this seasonality, and this seasonality has been brought about. We want to close this gap of seasonality, where we have a peak season and low season, and then when we have a peak season, that is when now we put out a lot of strategy to have international tourists,
Yes.
and then to close the gap of low season. That is where now we bring the local tourism, and this is what we are doing. This is what we are working on, and to bring the local tourism is about experiences now. Like I told you, sports also. Those are things that bring local tourism back to Mombasa. Like I just told you the other day, the rugby 7-a-side brought around 7,000, and these are things that we want to encourage. Every month we want to have activities, experiences that will bring people back to Mombasa. Next month, after this International World Tourism Day, Next month we're going to have East African. We are working with East African Ocean Festival. It's going to be one of the biggest ocean festival, and it's going to be taking place from 20th to 22 next month. So every month we ensure that we have a traffic. We're creating that traffic. We're ensuring that we're able to entice the local tourists to come all the way from Nairobi, all over Kenya.
Yes. Yeah, through experiences.
Through experiences.
Okay, that actually that works.
Yeah. So how long has it have you started the monthly programs?
You see now, that is why I told you the strategy we had to do is now to bring up the MTC, Mombasa Tourism Council. It's now the council that plans the calendar of events, and we ensure that we also partner with the people. You've seen the Lamu Festival. Everybody's talking about at this date, at this month, I'll mark this one.
Yes.
I'll close this one.
Yes.
I want to go to Lamu. Even people who are in Mombasa, they want to Lamu because it's not about it's about the experience they want to go and see. And like I went to Beijing, the Great Wall. People have been talking about the Great Wall, the Great Wall.
Yeah.
So
for so long.
I was yearning to go and see the Great Wall, but I went there. There's nothing much. It's just
really?
That, so it's that how you're going to package that experience. Yeah.
It's the hype around it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we're going to do now. We want to take Mombasa back its lost glory. If somebody wants to come to Mombasa, nenda Mombasa.
Okay. And now COVID also happened. COVID hit. And a lot of businesses shut down. And I believe the tourism sector was one of the most hit because people were not coming into the country. People were not moving. Has the sector fully recovered?
I call it a double tragedy for Mombasa because we were hit not only by COVID, we were also hit by insecurity. You remember when one of the tourists was killed in the old town?
Yes.
We had a flight of the tourists not coming back to Mombasa. And then the Al-Shabaab things. That's where we lost it again. So it's a double strategy. Now we need to revamp. And we want to come back and see how pre-COVID we are eating as a Kenya, we are eating at 2 million. The recovery is good because at now, last year, 2022, we had around 1.5 international tourists in Kenya. And comes 2023, we've improved now. We have recoveries around pre-COVID, we were doing at 2 million. 2022, we had around 1.5. 2023, we've moved to around 1.95, meaning there's a 99% recovery out of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you've talked about COVID and also insecurity. What else is hurting the tourism sector?
Once we have the insecurity taken control of, I don't see the reasons why we should not compete with Zanzibar and our neighbors. The only thing we need now is now to come out of this comfort zone because we have the beach and we feel that everybody wants to go to the beach. These are things that we want to do away because we also experience the competition. People are going to the lakes now. People are going to Homa Bay. People going back to Naivasha. So those are strategies now we need to, apart from the beach that we have, our natural resources, what else can we bring? What is it that can make somebody not go to Kisumu, comes to Mombasa?
Yeah. I like the fact that you have asked that question because I'm going to ask you the same question. Waziri, apart from the beach that we have, you've talked about experiences. What else can we bring? What else?
Yeah. What we're doing now, when you say about a tuk-tuk rally,
yes,
the primary objective is not having that rally. It's about the experience. When you go to Lamu, you associate with yourself the donkey. You get the donkey ride. So those are experiences that when people come, we want to train the tuk-tuk drivers as a tour guide. You need to have the city tour. You come all the way from Mombasa, and then with the SGR, and then you feel now you want to have a tour of Mombasa. You get guided by the tuk-tuk driver. Those are things that we need to bring back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Now let's go to the conversation of the day. Let's talk about World Tourism Day. What will be happening for the next 3 days? That is on the 27th, on the 28th, and on the 29th.
Starting today, I think today is the first day. Today is when we're starting our first day. We'll be receiving tourists, local tourists, international tourists today at International Airport. And then we usher them in, help them through the custom, and this is the beginning of it now.
Oh, so these are people we invited to come for the event.
Not the people invited. These are local tourists are coming. So because we are celebrating the World International Day,
Yes.
we need to just welcome them, remind them this we are celebrating the World Tourism.
So anybody who's getting into the country today is going to be welcomed by you.
We have two flights.
Okay.
One international flight which is coming by 11:20,
Yes.
and one local flight
Yes.
which we arranged with the airlines. Yeah,
So the team is going to welcome them.
the team is going to welcome them, give them small presents,
Oh
usher
wow.
in. Yeah.
I think I need to I need to teleport.
But I feel like that question now, are they invites? Because
No, they're not.
so you just looked at who is coming. I mean, the
we
flights.
just communicated with the Kenya airports, and we knew there's a flight coming.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we said let's go and welcome them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and then afterwards, what's happening later on? Are we just welcoming the tourists
You welcome
today?
the tourists now. That's when I will start selling the packages. There are a lot of these activities which is going on. We tell them what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen on Saturday,
Yeah.
and then we invite them also on a big day that is Sunday.
So what's happening tomorrow, Waziri?
Tomorrow we have a peaceful processions from Mapembeni, and then all the way to Treasury Square, where His Excellency Governor Samad Sharif Nasir will give his address to celebrate this World International Day.
It's a walk.
It's a walk. It's a peaceful walk. Yes.
Oh yes, because now this year's theme, what we didn't mention is this year's theme is tourism, justice, and peace.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So during the walk, we are also just promoting peace in the region.
Yeah, putting the peace in regions, and then we have all the stakeholders. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Will there be food?
Eh.
Waziri, people love food. No. After kutembea.
That's
No,
a good
no.
question.
That's a very important question. Tukishatembea. Alafu pale governor apeane speech yake. What next?
Then you prepare for Saturday. And then
Waziri.
Saturday you'll have that Swahili cuisine. You promote the traders now.
Kunafaa kuwa na mlo, si ndio Emmanuel?
Vitu vidogo vidogo hivi.
Vidogo tu. Soda na mkate comes.
Let it be a surprise, maybe. You never know what these guys are arranging.
Yes, and then so that's on the 27th.
27.
Okay, now Saturday is 28th.
28.
What's happening on Saturday?
And Saturday, there will be a lot of activities at Mamangina. We're giving the opportunity also to our SMEs to have that Swahili cuisine.
Yes.
There'll be dances. There'll be children fans corner where children will be enjoying. There's a lot of activities going to happen at Mamangina. Yes.
And then now you've said Sunday is the big day.
Then it's a big day.
Tell me about the big day.
The big day is that for the first time we're introducing in the world, in Africa, it's the first time we have the tuk-tuk rally. In the world, I think this is the second one. I think there's one country in the world that have done that one. So, but in Africa, we're the first one to introduce the tuk-tuk rally.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How will we ensure safety during the rally?
Yeah, the thing is, through the MTC, we've now this rally is being organized by Mombasa Motors Club, guys who have the experience in these things of rally. So they're fully in charge, and the people who ensure that the safety regulations are being adhered to and everything.
Okay.
The drill has been there. I think we have met the drivers. We told them what they're supposed to do, the regulations, and we have emphasized that at the end of it, it's not about how fast we drive. The safety of it is very paramount to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a prize to be won?
Of course, there are prizes to be won. Yes.
How much?
I think we coming to conclusion today. There are a lot of prizes because there are other donors and partners who are coming in, coming on board. So I think that there are going to be a lot of prizes. By the end of the day, we'll know exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's assure that whoever participated, not only the winner, anybody who have participated who's going to have a prize. We're going to give us something to take away.
Okay. So what are we doing with the tuk-tuks? I know it has to go beyond the tuk-tuk rally.
Yeah, and this is the first step that we are saying now.
Yes.
Anybody who will have participated in that tuk-tuk rally will undergo some courses.
Okay.
tour guide. You see, because we wanted at the end of it them to be the tour guide. When we talk about the city tour, we want the first people to get in contact with these local tourists or international tourists are the tuk-tuk drivers.
Yes.
And that's why we empower them, we give them the knowledge.
Yeah.
We let them know what is Mombasa, the touristic sites. This is a thing that after this rally we're going to engage them now. We'll have a periodic time with them to tell them what is there in Mombasa.
Yes.
What is it that we can find in Mombasa?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's beyond rally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there so when they become tour guides,
Yeah.
is there a stipend, or is this something they're doing out of their own volition?
Of course, if you look at it from the flip side of it,
Yes.
it is that we can also now, once we have the international tourists coming in, we can recommend them.
Okay.
That these are
Okay.
tuk-tuk nini which we can recommend, and then that's the thing that we can. This is one of those things that can motivate them and also build them. Yes.
All right.
And then
What-
giving them licenses now is one of our recognized tour guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a question here. Good morning, Miriam Gon and DJ Camps. Good morning, my dear. I have a question for Waziri. I'm a photographer, and it's so disappointing that as much content wants to market Mombasa, most of the time we're never allowed to take photos or create content around venues that would highly sell Mombasa, like the case of Mamangina waterfront. What plans or strategies does the county government have to put in place for this?
I think there's a lot of pronouncement that has been made by His Excellency Governor Abdulsamad Sharif Nasir that any that when there's photographing Indian wants to do that, they're free to do it. I've been issuing letters, and if feel anybody maybe I don't have that opportunity, please come to our office, Bima Tower, 9th floor, and we'll give you a letter so that you can have access to all these places.
So they're not allowed to take pictures at Mamangina waterfront.
No, nothing like that one.
It's not true.
It's not, not true. Maybe that somebody's doing it beyond our nini, but what we know is a department. We've allowed them to do that.
Then why do they need to come to your department to get a letter?
Of course, the areas that are not supposed to, of course, because of security, the
Yes.
areas that they're not supposed to do. The only thing is they come and tell us that I want to do this and this and this, and then we give them a letter. The areas that we feel that they can do that. Yeah. Like Mamangina, Makinon, Ivory, those are areas that they can go and do that and take photographs.
Oh, but with the letter?
Not necessarily with a letter.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. But if you
Okay.
feel there's any problem, let them come to us and then we'll help them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that, but don't you think that's another space ambayo tunafaa kukaa na vijana sasa, so that to share ile ideas, nadhani kwa sababu wao wanaweza kuwa wanaona vitu zingine na nyinyi mnaona vitu zingine.
Nafikiri mwanzo tulisema kwanza, na katika hii mwanzo mpya ambao tuko nayo na through the council na ikipitia pia wale youths ambao wako katika MTC kuhakikisha kwamba vijana pia wampatie power. Kutakuwa na mashindano pengine za picha zile, the content creation,
Yes.
ambao tutawazawadi, unajua, so ndio kuwaleta pamoja, ndio. Na ukiangalia pia katika culture bill, hizo ndo recent futures ambao tumeweka ndani ya kuhakikisha pia vijana wamo ndani katika hii mazungumzo ya nini na vipi tunaweza kuchukua ile kipawa chao tuhakikishia kwamba wanafaidika nacho.
Okay.
Waziri, as we wind up, what plan do you have for the tourism sector?
The thing is, one is that we have to understand first our problem. I think for the past 1.5 years I've been in the office, we know our way out now.
Yeah.
It's about now developing those strategies and now having on board the MTC, which Kenya Tourism Board is there, which the government agencies concerned with tourism are there. The second thing is coming up with a strategic plan,
Yes.
and which already is in place. We are going to unveil it very soon. The third is now the experiences that we want to see now. We've talked about the culture tourism. We're talking about the open sky policies, which is the government have been fighting up because we've seen the Fly Dubai. We've been fighting to have other airlines.
Yeah.
Because from statistics you've seen, out of 1.95 million international tourists who arrived 2023, only 10% managed to use our Mombasa International Airport. 69% of them landed in Jomo Kenyatta. And there's a likelihood of that whoever landed in Jomo Kenyatta will either go to Nakuru, Kisumu, as I'm coming.
Yes.
And that is why we're fighting to see that there's this policy, open sky policy.
Yeah.
And then we have the direct flights here. And that is the only way we can boost our international tourism here.
Okay. Thank you so much, Waziri. You have had it. It's World Tourism Week. We are celebrating our culture. You know, we are celebrating everything that makes Mombasa City a beautiful place. So from the 26th, starting today, all the way to 29th, and one that I want you to really, really attend, do not miss, is the Tuk Tuk Rally that will be taking place on Sunday. Waziri, you've not, just tell us, where does it start, the rally? Where does it start? Alafu wanaelekea wapi?
Itaanza pale mapembeni. Nafikiri route ishatolewa, ukiangalia katika nini yetu tutaipata route mzima. Inapiga mpaka Jela Baridi, kizunguka town mzima, mwisho inamalizia Mama Ngina.
All right. Yeah. So you can check the website. And what's the website? Or the social media pages?
Social media pages.
Yes. Yeah. You can check the social media pages for the tourism department. Get all that information. Show up 26th, 27th, 28th. And 27th is the day we have the carnival.
Yeah.
28th or 27th?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the day we have the carnival.
Yeah.
Yes.
The carnival walk.
Yeah, the carnival walk. So show up. Let's enjoy those delicacies. We've been talking to Waziri Osman. He is the CECM Department of Tourism, Culture and Trade, Mombasa.